Good Monday morning to you, friends at First Church. It's time for another edition of Music on Mondays. This morning and for the next few weeks, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the backgrounds of some of our favorite hymns. Angela Stevens had suggested this when we had our first virtual coffee hour last Sunday. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of background about Blessed Be the Tie That Binds. We typically sing that hymn when we have a new member reception on a Sunday morning. And all of this information comes from a book I got a number of years ago called A Hymn Companion, 300 Christian hymns and insight into those. So I'm just going to read directly from there because it's just easier and you get a little bit of background about this. Round this hymn lies the story of John Fawcett from 1740 to 1817, and the devoted members of his flock when at the age of 32 he was minister of a small Baptist chapel near Hebden Bridge in Yorkshire. He found it almost impossible to support his wife and growing family on the tiny stipend. Surprise. So when invited to become a minister of an important London chapel, he felt it right to accept. He had preached his farewell sermons in Yorkshire, and the day of his departure had come. But while the wagons were being loaded with his furniture, many of his congregation stood around in tears, implored him not to leave them. So overcome was the young minister by the scene that he decided he must remain with them and sacrifice the London pulpit. This he did and stayed with his loving Yorkshire people for the rest of his life. He might have written then, as his biographer states, "Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Jesus' love. The fellowship of Christian minds is like to that above." It need only be added that by his outstanding gifts as pastor, preacher, and scholar, he built up the little congregation, and before long, a new, larger chapel was erected. He wrote many books and numerous other hymns, including "Lord, Dismiss Us with His Blessing." So this is the tune, Blessed Be the Tie That Binds. So that is our Monday morning chance to be together. I hope this finds you well and healthy, and we look forward to joining you again next week.